Welcome everyone to the new and improved Battlefield 4. So, the fall patch finally dropped yesterday. Now if you've been living in a cave for the past month or two, the fall patch is one of the biggest game-changing patches Battlefield 4 has ever received. All of the community test environment stuff that we've been waiting to come on over into the retail game has finally made it over. Now things such as no visual recoil, HUD declutter, and rush improvements are just some of the things that are now in the retail version of the game. Now I was in school when this patch dropped, so I didn't exactly get to be one of the first ones to try it out, but from what I've been seeing on Twitter, it seems like it went over pretty well. On the other hand, however, I've been experiencing some rubber banding on high player servers, so there's always that issue. Now I have actually spoken to David Serland on Twitter regarding this, and he said that they are looking into it, and it could just end up being on those high player servers. So if you are experiencing some rubber banding that is worse than what we saw in the Naval Strike patch back in March, then I suggest finding a server with a lot less people on it. Now there's definitely some unstable servers from the patch, and you could potentially see some rubber banding in the gameplay for this video if I didn't end up cutting it out. Now for the most part, the patch is one of the best I've seen for this game. It's got so many new things to offer, and it just feels a lot more stable than what we were playing a few days ago. Now obviously if you've been an active player over on the CTE, then these changes are not really that new to you. A lot of these have been in that version of Battlefield 4 for a few months now, so it took a really long time for DICE LA to get it stable and ported over to the retail game. As for some of my favorite changes, I'm really enjoying no visual recoil, as it makes killing and being more accurate a lot easier than what it used to be. Now for those of you that don't know what visual recoil is, basically your red dot sight would move up and down as you fired. This in turn made it very difficult to aim and be accurate, so DICE LA removed this feature that made the red dot move with the weapon. It's essentially centered directly on your screen now and won't move as you're firing. So this makes it really easy to kill enemy players from a distance now, and takes away the headache of having to burst fire all the time. Now don't be mistaken, there still is recoil, but you can't visually see it. Now my next favorite change would be to the HUD. If you didn't know, there's actually an advanced tab in the gameplay options menu now, and you can control each individual element of the HUD and change the opacity of them. Now if you guys would be interested in seeing a tutorial or an overview video of this feature, then I'll happily make it, because it's very confusing to adjust it if you've never done it before. Now I have mine set to take away all of the friendly players' names when I ADS, which helps get rid of some of the HUD clutter a bit. And I've got a bunch of other things set to fade when ADSing as well, so if you guys are interested in a video on that, definitely be sure to let me know. Now has this patch been a worthwhile wait? Well, in my opinion, yes. Like I was saying earlier, this is a really good patch for the game, and if you haven't downloaded it yet or you don't have Battlefield 4 installed, then you're missing out on a completely new experience for this game. Now on another note, if you want to know exactly what was changed, then I will redirect you over to my previous video where I talk about this patch in more detail. Now this video that you're watching right now is just my opinion on the patch within the amount of time I've been playing with it, so just click the annotation on screen and it should take you over to that video. Anyway, what are my thoughts on Battlefield 4 now that the patch is finally here? Well, I'm having a lot more fun playing than I used to, and I think my KD has improved a slight bit since playing. I mean, there's still some kill trading here and there, but I can actually evade bullets now if I duck out of cover for a second. I just don't die behind the cover. Well, I actually lied. I die behind cover a lot less than I used to. I just don't know if it has something to do with the tick rate now being set to auto for all players or what. Because the game just runs a lot smoother and it just feels a hell of a lot more responsive compared to what we were playing on Monday. But those are just my thoughts on the patch and my experience playing. You guys are open to your own opinions as well, so I encourage you guys to leave all your comments, good, bad, whatever, down below. I really want to know what your experience is. Do you like the game more, or do you still dread playing it? Now if you enjoyed this video, then make sure to click the like button, and if you are new around here and not a subscriber yet, I encourage you to subscribe for more videos just like this one. But as always, this has been Zynov, and I'll see you in the next one.